The hearing in Luigi Mangione's state murder case, the details from inside the courtroom on the anniversary of UnitedHealth CEO's murder.
All right, good evening. Thanks for being with us. I'm Steve Lacey.
And I'm Natasha Verma. Today is day 3 of Mangione's pretrial hearing, and it's also the 1-year anniversary of the shooting death of UnitedHealth CEO Brian Thompson.
All right, at this hour, court is still in session. Fox 5's Lisa Evers is outside the courthouse. And Lisa, you're getting some real-time updates from our Michelle Ross, who's inside. What's the latest?
Yes, we are, Steve and Natasha. We are getting those updates from Michelle Ross, who's inside. We're outside on in a 13th floor courtroom. This hearing is still going on. Police who are testifying, shedding new light on what happened in those minutes before and after the arrest of Luigi Mangione in Altoona, Pennsylvania last December. Now, on this day 3 of this critically important pretrial hearing, accused CEO killer Luigi Mangione sat at the defense table in his court-approved collared shirt and suit jacket. The 27-year-old Ivy League graduate is facing murder and other charges that could keep him behind bars for life if he's found guilty of the murder 1 year ago today of UnitedHealth CEO Brian Thompson. The high-profile defendant paid close attention, even taking notes today, as Pennsylvania police detailed their interactions with him. At one point, Mangione asking them in the McDonald's in Altoona, "Why are there so many cops here?" This is an unusually thorough hearing as the defense tries to get key evidence thrown out before trial, while prosecutors try to do the exact opposite and keep it in. Let's bring in top criminal defense attorney Adam Conta right now to help us get some more insight into this. And Adam, in terms of the importance of this trial, can it be overstated?
No, this hearing is a big deal for this case. A lot of times suppression hearings are not that big of a deal. They don't have that big of an impact on a case. This could be critical for the prosecution's case moving forward.
And then in terms of the backpack, we've heard a lot of focus, and we've been talking about it a lot, the backpack. Why is that so critical to the prosecution?
Well, the backpack contained 2 key things. The backpack contained the 3D printed gun, and the backpack contained his notebook with all his ramblings. We're in New York City. This is what we deal with, right?
Right. Streetside studio.
And so if they can't use the gun or his notebook with his writings where he talks about how much he hates the healthcare industry, and even going as far as to say that he wanted to go after a healthcare CEO at an investor conference, that's really, really damaging to their case if they lose that evidence.
Okay, it's day 3, and this is still going on. Looks like it's going to go on for days more. How unusual is that?
It's really unusual. To have this number of witnesses at a pretrial hearing is almost unheard of. And it goes to 2 things, really: the complexity of this case, and also how hard the DA is trying to make sure these pieces of evidence are admitted.
What do you think are the main problems or questions that the prosecution is going to have to resolve if it goes before a jury?
Well, the reality is that best practices for police would be that they would have gotten a search warrant to go into that bag, and that didn't happen here. That's not up for debate. So what is up for debate here is, were there exigent circumstances?
What does that mean?
Meaning, did the cops feel that they were so unsafe in that moment that for their own protection they had to go inside that backpack? They had to look to see if there was maybe a bomb or some other thing that could injure them at the scene. They have to show. So it's important that when they get on the stand, they establish that they felt fear and that they felt a need to protect themselves, and that's really what drove them to go into that backpack without a search warrant.
Okay, and just finally, how long can this go on? Indefinitely?
Indefinitely, as long as it takes for them to present the case, and then for the defense attorneys also to present theirs. It could be weeks.
All right, well, we'll be standing by and hope to talk with you again. Thank you so much, criminal defense attorney Adam Conta. I'm Lisa Evers, outside Manhattan Criminal Court. Back to you in the studio.
Very well. All right. Thanks, Lisa.